Yeah. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi barakatuh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to you all for this wonderful session. Let us begin this session with Qirat, for which I'll call upon Tasmiya Farheen. Over to Tasmiya Farheen.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو الأسف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Thank you, Tasmiya Farheen, for your soothing and melodious recitation of Quran ayat. Now I'd like to invite Mrs. Zeenat for welcome speech. Mrs. Zeenat has graduation.
Mr. Jakshit, I would like to say something now before this program starts.
Yes,
the
sir.
speakers, they should keep their cameras on while speaking.
Okay, yeah, that's right. In fact, I informed all of them that no.
Yeah, that is very important, you know. I mean,
Yes.
they should keep their
Interaction.
cameras on. Thank you.
Okay, sir. So now I'd like to invite Mrs. Zeenat for welcome speech of this session. Mrs. Zeenat has graduation in computer science from JNTU, PG diploma in business studies, that is in HR. She has 5 years of experience in industry, 3 years as HR executive, and 2 years as software engineer, and 2 years as programming language tutor also. Over to Sister Zeenat for welcome speech.
Thank you. A warm good evening to all. Thanks for joining. Be Bold, Be Heard, MA program to improve public speaking. Tonight we have 5 wonderful speakers who will enhance your knowledge from good to great on various topics. Let me brief you about Maxwell Alumni Association. It's an official association of Maxwell Leadership Council, which is a brainchild of Professor Dr. Ashraf Rizvi Sahab, Chairman of Maxwell. Our objective is to promote the interest of alumni along with Maxwell. We are striving hard towards a common goal, that is education upliftment of minorities. Maxwell conducts courses with a nominal fee that are very useful for career development and job opportunities, namely micro MBA, training for NDA, IIT Foundation courses from 8th standard, certificate course in digital marketing, advanced English course, certificate programs in communication, digital marketing, and leadership. Our association organizes educational webinars for the benefit of young and experienced professionals. Under the leadership of founder president, Engineer Wasim Amin Sahab, we have initiated programs to develop leadership and communication skills. Our association has members across the globe and come from all walks of life, such as engineers, doctors, teachers, and business professionals. I'm very much glad to cordially welcome you all to this wonderful session. Now, I would like to invite our host for the session, Ms. Tamina Sheikh. She holds commerce degree from Mumbai University. She is a UPSC aspirant. She has completed English course from Maxwell and is currently enrolled in advanced English course in Maxwell. Over to you, Tamina.
Thank you, Zeenat ma'am, for your kind words. Before we get started, let me introduce key role player who shall assist during the event. We have Mr. Mohammad Rafi, and he shall be time monitor for today's event. A brief about him. Mr. Rafi is an alumnus of Maxwell and AMU. He is currently doing his master's at Sakarya University, Turkey. He will explain the procedure to all the speaker about his role. I request Mr. Rafe to explain his role as a time monitor. Over to you, Mr. Rafe.
Thank you so much, Tamina Sheikh. A very warm evening to all of you. I hope you all are doing well. So, dear participants, today I will be acting as a timekeeper for all of you. So, now I will be giving you a brief demo how the rules and regulations will go ahead while you will give your respective speeches. So, we have three color patterns here with us: green color, yellow color, and red color. The minimum time slot allotted to the participants is 5 minutes, and the maximum time slot allotted to the participants is 10 minutes. Well, the participant who is taking less than 5 minutes will be considered out of the contest. On the contrary, the participant who will be taking more than 10 minutes will also be considered out of the contest. So please make sure that your speeches are more than 5 minutes, but under the red line of 10 minutes. So while you are giving your speeches, I will be showing you the color patterns. For example, as soon as you pass the 5-minute level, I will show you green color like this. So I also request you to please switch off the speaker view from the Zoom meeting to the gallery view. You can change the settings to the gallery view so that you can see all the screens while you are giving the speeches. Well, when you pass the 8 minutes in the speech, I will show you the yellow color. And as you proceed, or if you pass the 10 minutes level, I will give you the warning with red color. Then you can stop your speeches or you can conclude as soon as possible. Once again, I repeat my announcement. The minimum time slot given to the speakers is 5 minutes and the maximum time slot is 10 minutes. The speakers who are taking less than 5 minutes will be considered out of the contest, and on the contrary, the speakers who are taking more than 10 minutes will also be considered out of the contest. Well, few seconds of 10 seconds or 5 seconds will be considered part of the contest, so don't worry for that. Beside this, if any of the participants has any question, they can question me right now. Otherwise, we are good to go ahead. So before I go, I would like to say a quote of John Ford. You can speak well if your tongue can deliver the message of your heart. So please make sure that today you just do not give the speech, but you deliver the message from your heart. A warm wishes to all of you and best of luck.
Thank you, Rafe sir. I do hope every speaker might have understood about the color coding feature, right? Right, speakers? Say yes or no,
Yes, we
or
have
just
understood.
Yes,
okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we are all in the path of learning, and we have designed evaluation process for each speaker for self improvement. Now, I would like to invite Engineer Wasim Amin to brief about evaluation process. To brief about him, he is the founder, president of MA, life member of FAME, life member of All India Muslim Development Council, and vice president at SMART Toast. Over to Engineer Wasim, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Tahmina Sheikh. We all learn through participation, and what makes a program unique is the process of evaluation. Evaluation gives you the feedback you need to advance your skills. It provides a roadmap for getting a speaker where he wants to go as a speaker, communicator, and a leader. It's no secret. Feedback obtained during evaluation will make you better personally and definitely professionally. Evaluation drives performance, and it's an important tool in becoming a good leader. Speakers also learn areas of improvements and how to accept criticism gracefully. Now let me brief how the evaluation will work here. After each speech, we shall have evaluation session for 1 or 2 minutes. Since we are on digital platform, evaluation shall be done through polling. There are 6 criteria to evaluate the speaker, and is based on clarity, vocal variety, gestures, audience awareness, comfort level, and interest. Each of the criteria shall be rated and scored as follows: excellent, 25 points, good, 20 points, average, 10 points. All participants shall be provided an opportunity to take part for an online vote, and the maximum scorer will be selected for Best Speaker Award. Before I conclude, let me ask a simple question. Who is your best friend? No matter how close you are with the speaker, provide a honest feedback, and this will allow he or she to improve and develop the skill. Finally, don't forget, evaluation is your personal opinion. No MA member can afford to miss the chance to listen, appraise, and suggest improvements. Due to privacy reasons, the score shall be kept confidential and only circulated with the concerned speakers. Thank you, and over to Ms. Tahmina Sheikh.
Tamina, please unmute yourself. You are muted.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Thank you so much, sir, for explaining in such a wonderful way, sir. I hope everyone understood about the polling feature. Right or wrong, please just quickly say yes or no, speakers. This session is for you.
Yes.
Okay then. Okay then. So, shall we start? I would like to call a first speaker, Miss Asma Bano. She is from Delhi. She is housewife and mother of 2 children. She completed her BSc degree from Jivaji University, Gwalior. The topic of her speech is confidence and trust. All the best, Asma. Be bold, be heard, do well. Over to you, Asma. Asma, are you there? I can see you.
She has to unmute herself. Yes, to unmute.
I'm audible?
Yeah.
Hello, I'm audible, everyone?
Very much
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Confidence. Confidence is like show up in every single moment like you are meant to be there. Good evening, everyone. Self-confidence is a state of mind where someone pushes their boundaries and encourages belief from the very beginning. And this comes from a place of self-love. You ought to love yourself to get that freedom from doubting your actions. Self-confidence is the key to success, or we can say it's the first step towards success. If a person possesses self-confidence, then he or she has inevitably won half the battle. We see people in school, workplace, and public sector who have achieved success be more initiative, more forward, more active, and more confident with their decisions, making them stand out from the crowd. But when it comes to a person who cannot trust themselves or believe in themselves, success is a hard game for them. They become more vulnerable to criticism and failure. They also find it super hard to get back on their feet and carry on. Everyone who has self confidence gets to enjoy various perks that come along with the state of mind. One of them is finding the magnitude of a difficult job lesser than it is. It helps you face your failure and own up to it in a positive light. It helps you rise multiple times to believe that you will excel and improve in your next attempt. If you somehow lack this ability, there are high chances of you overcoming pessimism. Simple jobs and daily chores feel like a challenge in every way. It's harder for them to take a stand, and they are most likely not to be taken seriously. You can now assess more essay writing on the topics self-confidence and many more topics. But one, why does it make a self-confidence person more persist, able to succeed? It's not because they are lucky or smarter or because of something external. It's because self-confidence. People understand the impact of believing in themselves and relying on their abilities. Though being confident in themselves is one of the best ability to acquire and must also be familiar with the fine line separating self-confidence with overconfidence. Excess of anything is bad and self-confidence is no acceptation that rule. Overconfidence people tend not to acknowledge every form to criticism and work on it. People who are experiencing it tend to overlook the other side of the coin and embarrass themselves now and then, which at some point in time proves harmful. That their narcissism leads them to spiral down in the tunnel of failure. So having moderation helps one attain just the right amount of self-confidence and self-love that will assure them success and satisfaction and happiness that we had all loved to experience from life. The way to gain self-confidence is completely personal and an internal decisions. So no speech or essay or conversation will leave a person lacking. It changes all at once. Just like self-love, self-confidence takes time to acquire. But once you start believing in yourself, no one can stop you from acquiring all the heights in your life and career. See yourself as the self-confidence person you want to be. And before you know it, you will become that person. That's how self-confidence works. Once you decide your mindset, nobody can stop you. You have to start deciding for yourself, and this comes from within. Acute confidence, even if you don't feel like it. Encouragingly, talk to yourself and try to stay away from negative thoughts and people. Surrounding yourself with positive and confident people. They will become a habit and will build confidence. This confidence will ultimately from opportunities for success. And their success build up another block of self-confidence within a person, and the cycle repeats. Therefore, we come to see self-confidence. People perceive themselves as able to achieve those things they set out to do. And this perception creates reality in their lives. So start looking at yourself differently in a positive way. It can change your life and help your confidence level to rise. In conclusion, I believe just like a smile is a precious jewel, confidence is just the sparkle to it. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Asma, for such a wonderful speech. I told you, right? You will do it. It's done. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. You have did a wonderful job. Alhamdulillah.
Thank you.
Now let us have an online evaluation of Asma's speech by Wasim sir.
Yeah, you have been given 1 to 2 minutes to complete the polling.
Wasim bhai, I cannot help myself, but I'm facing problems to vote.
Since we will not be declaring the results tonight, you can send me personally on my WhatsApp, okay, if possible.
Okay, well taken.
And the polling icon is at the bottom. Because some people might not be knowing where exactly we need to poll. The polling icon appears at the bottom where participants icon is there and security and all this.
But it appears on the screen, right? It appears on the screen.
It worked absolutely fine. There was no problem at all. But Brother Wasim, it's absolutely fine.
There was some issue. I am going to relaunch the poll. Sorry for the inconvenience. Because the time set was for 2 minutes, so you have to complete within 2 minutes. Please complete the poll within 2 minutes. Can we end the poll or still need to wait? Because only 13 have submitted out of 24.
Do it later on, since there is an option available, right?
No, we need to do as soon as the speech is done.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I have recorded the polling results. Ms. Temena, you can move on to the next speaker.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And thank you, participant, for your genuine feedback. Second speaker of the evening is Mr. Samiullah Sheikh, who is staying in Ambernath, Maharashtra. He completed his graduation in electrical engineering from University of Mumbai. Currently, he is preparing for civil service examination. The topic of his speech is emotional intelligence. All the best, Samiullah. Do well.
Thank you so much. And
You are audible, but you are very far from the computer. Just make your computer ahead, like
okay, actually,
put it on. Your voice is not audible.
actually, and that's why
Yeah, true, absolutely true. But your voice is not very clear. Can you do like increase your volume of your computer so that you will be easily audible for all of us? You are using mobile or laptop? Okay. Is Samula is audible for all of you?
No, it's
I
not
think
audible.
not. I think Samila, what you can do is that you can hold the device in your hand. I think the mic is not able to catch the network properly. No, it's still not.
You have to
No,
check your
it's still
settings.
not.
Or you can disconnect and directly speak.
I suggest you to go to the audio settings, and there will be like you can increase your mic. Go to the settings of the.
Your voice is very, very low.
now it is audible.
Yeah,
Yes.
very much, very much, very much. Yes. Still your voice has gone.
Tahmina, what I'll suggest,
Huh.
just move on to the third speaker.
Okay.
Let Samuel make his settings and then let him come back after the second speaker.
Samula, you just arrange everything and then we'll come back to you after the third speaker, okay?
Okay, fine. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. Then third speaker is Miss Asma Bano, who is from Karnataka. She holds Masters in Commerce and CA in turn. She extended her service with companies like Qatar Petroleum.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I'm Yasmin Ban.
Yes. I'm introducing you. Just wait a minute, Yasmin. Qatar Airways and Qatar Aluminium. She holds champion certificate from Memory Training Mysore. The topic of her speech is life technique. All the very best, Yasmin. Do well.
Thank you, Tahmina.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening to all.
Walaikum assalam.
I'm Yasmin Bano, your life coach for today. I shall give to you all with some life techniques for free. I'm very excited. Are you excited too? Put in the chat box, yes, yes, yes. The question is, how to remove the negative thoughts that come to our mind in our day-to-day life. Suppose we have an argument with our spouse, parents, friends, and how do we remove these negative thoughts? Today, I shall share a technique by which we can remove these negative thoughts. So listen to me carefully and follow the steps. Step number 1. Try to recall the negative thoughts. Try to bring it to your mind. Step number 2. Rate the intensity of the negative thought from 1 to 10, meaning how much it is disturbing you. 1 means low, 10 means high. Suppose we rate at 6. Third step, take the finger in the center between the eyes and move it diagonally and look at the point. It should come only till here, okay? Do along with me. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now again keep the finger in the center here and draw lazy 8. It should be only till here, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, this technique is well experimented. You have to do this technique with full focus to have full result. Please share with your friends and relatives. Whenever we learn something new, it is very important to know we are in which state of mind. Let's listen what is going on for the sake of listening will not have any impact. You should be excited, you should be enthusiastic. So put in the chat box, how do you feel about today's session? The more I see it, the more energy I can put in you. This is important because today we are learning practical experience more than motivational. Practical experience because when you are in trouble, when you are facing challenges, you should know how to come out of it. So that's important. So let us start with where is mind, how mind functions, how language affects our mindset. When I ask people where is mind, people show here. People get confused between mind and brain. Brain is the organ, whereas mind is the process. Our whole body has its own mind. Our own nervous system has its own mind. Mind is so powerful that we cannot make complete use of it. We are the master of our mind. We need to control our mind, else mind will control us. So how we are going to control it? Successful people are successful only because they have set their mindset and mind has not set them. We are living in a traditional mindset or a conventional mindset, like doubt. Oh my God, what will happen? We have a lot of doubt, confusion, fear, frustration, anxiety of future, etc. We need to transform this to clear. Instead of doubt, clarity. We should be enthusiastic. We should be motivated. If we have this type of lifestyle in our life, then we can transform our mindset. Let's learn how mind cannot understand, how mind cannot process not. Just listen to me carefully where I focus. Don't worry. Don't worry. Put in the chart box, where is my focus? My focus is on worry. When I say don't take tension, where is my focus? My focus is on tension. We unknowingly, we motivate the person to worry. We motivate the person to take tension. We should have an activity. All of you close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Hold. And just listen to my command. Please don't see a red car. Please don't see a red car. Please don't see a dog. Please don't see a dog. Close your eyes. Put in the chat box, what did you see? Yes, you saw a red car. You saw a dog. Yes, because mind cannot process not. The mind get curious. Why not? Why not? We see a board like, don't throw garbage here. But we see the garbage around. Instead, let's write, keep the place clean and focus on cleanliness. Instead of saying, don't take tension, say, relax, relax, or everything will be all right. Instead of saying, don't get angry, say, calm down, calm down. So practice it from now. Moving to next, let's learn how mind cannot differentiate between real and imagination. Let's have an activity. All of you, please close your eyes and breathe in and hold and relax. Imagine yourself to be in the kitchen. Open the refrigerator, feel the cool breeze. See a bright yellow lemon. Take the lemon and close the refrigerator. See a knife in the kitchen. Cut the lemon into 2 halves and squeeze the whole lemon in your tongue. Open your eyes and tell me, what did you feel? Yes, you felt sourness, you felt tangy. Was the lemon there? No, it is an imagination. So we have a beautiful life and we are blessed with beautiful imagination. So make best use of imagination with quality communication. If you want, I can continue my session, else I can stop it here.
Yasmin ma'am, time limit is only 10 minutes to every speaker. If you cross the limit, you will get disqualified automatically.
Yeah, I know that, but if you're interested to have the live technique, I can continue for some more time. What does audience say?
Audience, please tell your consent about the same.
No, it should be within the time specified. We can have separate session later on if we can check for this option.
Okay, sir.
Yes, thank you one and all.
Thank you, Yasmin ma'am. Such a wonderful technique you have shared with us. I really enjoyed, and I have tasted the lemon taste also by doing E.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Now we call upon second speaker, that Mr. Samiullah Sheikh. I have already briefed him about.
Sorry to interrupt. We need to have a polling for Yasmin.
Sorry, sir. Let us have an online evaluation for Yasmin's speech by Wasim sir. Everybody ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Meanwhile, Samiullah, you're ready with your settings as the next speaker?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
We'll close the poll shortly. Please hurry up. I will give you 10 more seconds. Please hurry up. Okay, Ms. Tehmina, I have completely recorded the polling results. Now I want to check with Brother Rafe whether both the speakers are within the time specified. Are they qualified with respect to the time?
Yes, yes. Both the speakers are very well qualified. They were
Thank you
within the
very
time
much.
limits.
Okay,
Welcome.
Ms. Tehmina, you can proceed further.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful evaluation, sir. Samiullah, are you ready now?
Yes, I'm audible.
Yeah, you are very much audible. You can start. All the best. Do well.
Thank you so much. First of all, I will ask for sorry because of the technical issue, and now I have set up. So I
Yeah,
will
yeah.
start. Good evening to all dear members and all the participants. And I will start my speech with a small survey. And I would like to all of you to close your eyes and just I will pose some questions. Just you have to answer by raising your hands. And I will assure you, no one will be judge you on the basis of this. So I will ask my first question: who of you has a thought about the emotional intelligence in the past week? Would you consider yourself to be emotionally intelligent? Okay, nice. Tamina, can you please allow me to share my screen because I have to share the PowerPoint, please. Is it visible? All of you can see my screen?
Yes.
Now, I first of all thank you all for giving the answer of which question I have asked. And so let me be honest with you by sharing the knowledge with you on the emotional intelligence. So, have you ever thought why your friends are not aparting from you, and why they are not talking about you? Why some teenagers are in fear and in doubt of their futures, and some are just have been alone for some reason. They are weeping in alone. Is all this is because of the emotional intelligence. When we say the emotion, it does not mean that the person who is showing his emotion is a emotion intelligent. The value of emotion and the emotional intelligence is having a big difference. So the book is showing on the screen, How to Win Friends and Influence People, is written by Dale Carnegie, and the author has said beautifully, when dealing with the people, remember you're not dealing with the creature of logic, but the creature of emotions, because all we have some kind of we express the emotion in the family, in the college, everywhere we share our emotions. And if you are not able to understand the emotion of someone and you are not able to regulate it, or you are not aware of the what the person is going through, then there will be some mistake in your life also, and you will not be able to handle the situation in present or future also. So there is a big difference between the emotion and the emotional intelligence. First, we have to clarify this, because many of my friend, they thought the emotion and the emotional intelligence is the same, but these are two different values. So emotional intelligence has basically, it has a three skills. First is emotional awareness, means how much you are aware of the emotion of the surrounding people of you. Are you able to regulate them? Are you able to handle them if they are in a situation, or are your emotions are overtaking you? These all things. Second is the using emotion for the solving complex problem in life. Suppose you are working in a corporate life, and if you are not able to understand the emotion of your colleague or the person who is working under you, then there will be completely mismatch, and the thing is not going to work in the long run. And the third is managing emotion to lead a happy and successful life. We have to give always the cheerful emotion to others. We have to take a time, and we have to look for our friend who need us. We have to regulate our emotions also and their emotions also. And it will give the good impact in the life. Now, if you see the talent smart index, according to the studies, 90% of the high performers have the high EQ, emotional intelligence, while 80% of low performers have low EQ. So in corporate life, if you see if you are a engineering graduate or your commerce graduate or something, and you're working in a corporate or some industry, so you have to take care of emotional intelligence. Feel very sorry, because in our syllabus, in our curriculum, in our engineering syllabus, I have seen just people are teaching is there is no activity at all. So we have to look at this also, and we have to prepare our children, our student, according to this. Then can I know from the participants the benefit of emotional intelligence? Can anybody share with me, please?
Yes, I can say that if someone has good emotional intelligence, he has good control on him or her, and
Yes, absolutely.
is able to handle all the situations. Doesn't matter it is critical or normal.
Yes, yes. Thank you so
That
much. I'm not able to see your name, but I will appreciate you have you have said rightly. And it will not only help in the corporate life or in your job, in your business, but also for the students. It help in scoring the good marks for a good career and all. It will help a lot in family, in your professional life, in your life within the family. It helps a lot, and it increases the productivity. The main thing is the productivity of yourself. So if I say the electricity, is it a good or bad? Is the electricity good or bad?
it's good.
Yes, it is good, but it is a bad also. If somebody is using the electricity to give the shock to someone, then it will be bad. And
Like
let
Three Idiots.
like absolutely, Tamina. And the second thing is that if I take the example of fire, it helps us in the cooking the food and all, but the same thing can be used for burning the houses also. To many people can die from this. So there is, if you take the something, there is good also and there is bad also, depending upon the what is we are going to use. So the next Aristotle said on this, anybody become angry, that is not easy. But to be angry within the with the right person and to the right degree and the right time and for the right purpose and in the right way, that is not within everybody's power and it is not easy. It is a very rightly said by Aristotle, and I totally agree with him. And it is a very good, it is a very we have to take care of this because in personal life it affect a lot. Because if you're angering on someone, someone you're burning out, but it is not going to help. You have to sometime, you have to be cool down, you have to take time to say something, you have to take personal time. So we can have a good impact on the life also if we think. We just feel like some person is not good, rather than we have to think why he's not going the why he's not doing the good. So we can guide him, we can help him by brainstorming him and giving him the idea and all. So this is the way we can achieve the good and prosperous life. So the next thing is that then how we can develop the emotional intelligence. So first thing is that we have to develop the empathy toward the surrounding people, because if we are not empathetic enough, then we will be not be able to understand the situation of the person. We have to uh, think with respect to that person, what he is going through, why he is doing that. Rather than burning on him, we can look into account at why he's behaving like this. The second one is the reduce negative emotions. Like for example, when we have the less exam for that, we have the less time for our exam, then we cannot only think only these many days are remaining, then it will create a burden or mind. For example, if you are traveling and if you have the luggage of 2 bags, and if you are always thinking how I will carry the 2 bags, then it is going to impact you in a negative way. But if you take it as a courage, now I will stand up and I will handle the 2 bags, then it will give the positive energy to you and you will be able to do it very nicely. And the third thing is that understand people. We have the different culture, we have people from all around, so we have to take the same way cannot be applied to all person. We have to think differently for different person. We have to check his behavior, how he is reacting, how he's taking my words. So you have to first analyze person, then after all whatever you want to do, you can do. But if you are not understanding the person and you're directly saying to him, he may get, she may get hurt and he will not follow you, or he will not listen you. Fourth is avoid too much strain and maintain calm. This is the best thing, because one thing we have to remember, that whatever the goal and whatever the thing we have to do with us. And if I will not do, then it will not be complete. So taking stress is not going to help you in any way. But little stress is a good, but too much of stress is not good for health also. The fifth thing is express your emotion. The one thing I
I'm
learned.
sorry, Samiullah, to interrupt you.
Yes.
You have already taken 11 minutes. Please conclude
Yes,
fast.
yes. Sorry, sir. Then I will stop here. Just I will end my session with this two couplets. गिरते हैं शहसवार ही मैदान जंग में, वो तिफल क्या गिरे जो घुटनों के बल चले. Thank you so much all for listening me.
Thank you, Samiullah. Can you please stop sharing? Yeah, thank you so much. It was wonderful speech by Mr. Samiullah. Now, let us have an online evaluation of Samiullah's speech by Wasim sir. Over to you, sir.
15 more seconds. Thank you. I have recorded the polling results. The time recorded is more than 11 minutes. Over to Temina.
So that means he is qualified or like he is disqualified if it's so.
We
Okay
will
then.
take the final score later on, okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So now I am handing over the session to our co-host, Engineer Jamshed Ahmad Khan. A brief about him. He has served as an engineering consultant in the rank of Major for Ministry of Defense, Oman and Saudi Arabia. He is holding Masters in Technology Management and done Micro MBA from Maxil. He has been bestowed with Gold Medal for Community Service by Maxil and achieved 6 Sigma Yellow Belt by SMSE. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Tahmina, for your brief introduction about me. And after hearing all the three speakers for quite a long time, let me start with some lighter moments. एक बंदा कोविड वैक्सीन डलवाने के लिए हॉस्पिटल गया, हॉस्पिटल से कोविड वैक्सीन डलवा के फिर जब वापस वो घर लौटा तो हॉस्पिटल को कॉल करके उसने कंप्लेन किया कि मुझे दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है। तो हॉस्पिटल वालों ने कहा कि फौरन हॉस्पिटल आ जाइए। जब वो बंदा फिर वापस हॉस्पिटल गया तो वो कहने लगे कि आपने जब कोविड वैक्सीन लगवाने के लिए बैठे थे तो वो नर्स का चश्मा आपने डाल लिया था, आपका चश्मा इधर ही रह गया है। Okay, now let me call upon the fourth speaker of our session, which is Mrs. Zainab Sardar. She is from Pune, Maharashtra. She does content writing. She has completed her graduation from Naoroji Wadia College, Pune. Her topic of the speech is self-identity. So over to Zainab Sardar. All the best, Zainab Sardar.
Am I visible? Hello?
Yes,
yes,
Zainab, you are
you are.
visible.
And am I audible too?
Yeah.
Thank you, Tamina. Okay.
You're welcome.
So I drew this painting a couple of weeks ago. So I painted this little girl. She's seeing a beautiful scenery. So I would like any volunteer to evaluate this painting, as paintings have a lot of meanings. So I want to hear your voice regarding this painting. Anyone? Anybody?
Can I?
Yeah, sure, you can. Yeah.
The girl is standing, like seeing a beautiful sky in front of her, and she wanted that balloon to take her along with it so that she can easily fly in the sky, like flying high.
Wow, Tamina. I can surely say that your goals are very high and you will
Alhamdulillah.
aspire them, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay. So, as you can see this painting I've drawn, the girl is basically me, and the balloon that she is holding is her hope. And as you can see, I have faced this girl backward because she is she is just young and she's just come out of the college, and she's viewing the world in this way. So this is my perception of viewing myself when I will come out of my college as a graduate and view the world. So this is the evaluation of my view of my painting. So yeah, that was myself viewing that painting. So we like to quote a quote: no matter where you're from, what's your color, what's your gender identity, what you aspire to become, find yourself and speak yourself. Because speaking is very important. Kim Namjoon. Self-identity is so important in today's world that people fall it to understand. If you see self-identity in its literal psychological meaning, it means to perceive one's aspect. That means one's perception about oneself, like how you perceive things. So why I choose, many of you might ask this question, that why I choose only self-identity out of these so many topics in the world. So I can elucidate this by an example. Imagine if you have only one thing with you. Imagine how much will you preserve it. If I say this is the only thing you have in the world till your death, you will preserve it till your last breath, till eternity, till how much you live in this world, right? That's the case with self-identity. Self-identity is a thing that you have it. Only you can have it. And you can't give it to anybody, even if you're willing to do so. But sadly, today's younger generation is not able to perceive this thought. They are losing their self-identity gradually. Now you may say, why are they losing their self-identity? Even if it's so important, even if it's the only thing they have. There are many factors contributing to this cause, but the main and prominent reason is the internet. Today's younger generation follows their so-called idols, follows their so-called celebrities, and they try to imitate themselves to be like them. You see the fashion trends going on. You see people even go to the extent to change themselves physically to look like that person. Don't you think the situation is so sad? When you try to be someone, when you are yourself, when God has created you, you're unique, your weaknesses, your strengths. But younger generation is sadly to realize that. So why you should love yourself? Why self-identity is important? Why people are not talking about this? Because it's a mental stigma, right? Self-identity, the first step to approach self-identity is self-loving. So when you love a person, you acquire everything of that person, his strengths, his weaknesses, his peculiar things, his peculiar habits. So if you like a person, if you like a celebrity, you pick up something of him, right? The way he talks, the way he does his dance or etc. or anything you like about that. First, you try to accept that person. So do it to yourself. First, you have to love yourself. And then you have to accumulate your weaknesses. Self-identity is very important because that's the only thing that will lead to you. That will be when people will be able to hear to you while you love yourself. So when you love yourself, you need to love both your negative side and your positive side, right? So so how you can help this, like how you can accumulate your weaknesses? So first, when you love someone, you love to hear them patiently. So when you love yourself, you need to hear your inner voice very patiently. And I know that the younger generation is not patient. It does not remain patient at all. You have to be patient. And you have to learn. If your parents say something to you that this quality of you is bad, you have to listen and you have to evaluate. Because self-identity is very important. So self-identity, as you can say, has various forms, various self-identity, when you have the self-identity and self-confidence in you, you can rock the world. I can tell you, you can rock the world. You just need to accumulate your strengths, your weaknesses, and love yourself. Loving yourself is so important in today's world. You have to love yourself no matter what. The self-identity. So I would like to know what self-identity means to you. Any one of you can say what you love about yourself the most, and a weakness too. Anybody of you? Anyone?
Can you repeat the question you asked, please?
What is the one thing that you love of yourself and a weakness about you? The same.
I'm a quick learner, and I trust people easily.
I can't see your name, but I am sure that you love yourself quite a lot. So that's, you said it so immediately. And that's very good that you love yourself. So loving yourself is very important. You need to know your strengths and your weaknesses. So I urge the younger generation to please love yourself and don't try to imitate others. Self-identity is your only possession. Hello, everyone. My name is Zainab Sardar, and I'm a 20-year-old finding the way in this world. I may have many fears. I may have many positive sides as well. I'm trying to accumulate my fears, and I'll work hard. And I love myself. I love myself till the moment I die. And no one is going to snatch my self-identity, no matter how much the society throws balls on me. No matter how much they chain me, I'm going to come all through the barriers and love myself and be myself. And I'll be bold and I'll be heard. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your kind speech. It was, in fact, very much informative. Okay, it's time for polling online evaluation of Zainab's speech by Wasim Amin Sahib. You will have 2 minutes for the polling.
Ten more seconds. Thank you. I have recorded the polling and the time is also within the specified limit. Thank you. Over to Engineer Jamshid.
Please unmute yourself, Engineer sir.
You are muted, Jamshid.
You are muted, Jamshed bhai. You are muted. Please unmute yourself, please.
So sorry for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let me call upon our last speaker of the session, Mr. Saud Al Hassan, who is from Lucknow, UP. He is currently pursuing his LLB from Baba Saheb Law College, Lucknow. The topic of his speech is detention effective in disciplining students. So, all the best, Saud Al Hassan. It's over to you. Saud Al Hassan, unmute yourself first. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello.
Yes, you are audible. Yes, you are audible.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you? Are you all?
Fine, you can go ahead with your speech.
Alhamdulillah. Is detention effective in disciplining student? Hello.
Yes, you can go ahead. Your time
Yeah.
has been started already.
Okay. Detention can be very effective form of punishment. It can stop students from the misbehaving and help them reflect on their actions. There is also the time factor in secondary school. The ability to manage your time is very important. So when time is taken away from them, they will realize the value of obeying teachers' instructions and trying their best in the classroom. For example, students who are late for their lesson often should wait to stay at school after classes. Have ended detention can also be useful when dealing with students who are rude and disrespectful, skip class, or cheat on their assignment. But if you obtain a secondary school student for not doing their homework or coming to the class unprepared, example without a notebook or pen, then this kind of punishment is unlikely to work because they are mature enough to realize that they have made a mistake and should not do it again. Detention can affect students in different ways. Some take it seriously while the others just don't care. So teacher could use this time to help student with their problems. It is cruel that students understand why they are being punished. The emphasis should not be on punishment, but changing the student attitude toward their studies. There are several ways of handle badly behaved students. Most students who face detention are asked to write essay. Other times they may be asked to engage in activities such as tidying up or picking up rubbish in their classroom. I believe that detention can be beneficial for the student because it will help change their behavior and realize the importance of good education. I'm sure I speak on behalf of most students when I say that detention is a terrible experience that they would never want to face. Some may feel the punishment is shameful and a stain on their reputation. Detention Detention can range from missing lunch break to more brutal forms such as writing pointless sentence thousands of times or serving as a teacher's photocopying assistant after school. Detaining school, sorry, detaining, sorry, Retaining students for passing note in the class or doing their homework might take them feel guilty for maybe a week or so, but it would not change how they do things. In fact, students who are angry about their punish, they could cause more problem for teachers and school as a whole. It is no surprise that the same people keep getting punished over the course of their student life. Sitting alone in a classroom after school, no fun. Whether it is spending time with the teacher to get an important assignment finished, or having a meaningful counseling session with a social worker, more time should be spent on trying to find out why students misbehave and help them to correct their mistakes, not punishing them. What if students who have to do detention have after school activities? For example, sports or debating practice, the coaches would be very angry with students who miss those training sessions. Detention is just not worth it. Hong Kong schools rarely promote an open door policy at is this lack of communication between student and school authorities that's caused so many problems. The main purpose of detention is to improve our student behavior. We must stop trying to control students and learn to respect them. We must create a better environment for them so they choose to behave themselves. Detention is illogical and unfair and it does not work. Anyone have a questions? Hello?
Are you finished with your speech, Ziaul
Yeah,
Hassan?
I have finished my speech.
Okay. Let us have an online evaluation of Saud Al Hassan's speech by Engineer Wasim Sahib. Two-minute allotted for polling.
Ten more seconds. Brother Rafe, what about the time factor? Is he within the time specified?
Yes, yes, of course. He was within the time
Okay,
limits.
I have recorded the poll. Engineer Jamshed, please proceed.
Thank you, Wasim Bhai, and thank you all for your valuable feedback. I would like to call upon our beloved mentor, Dr. Sohail Ahmed Saheb, for his feedback about areas of improvement and overall evaluation for today's session. Over to Dr. Sohail Ahmed Saheb.
Well, thank you very much, Brother Jamshed Ahmed Khan. Well, I was not expecting it. It was originally not in the plan. So I'm not at all prepared. But let me tell you honestly that all the speakers, they were wonderful, excellent. And see, this is just a beginning. Let me tell you all the participants who have joined Maxwell, they're doing a wonderful job. And I believe that we are on the first stage of learning. So far as public speaking is concerned, voice modulation is concerned. So you still need to cover a way. You still need to go away, but I'm very hopeful. I'm very sure that with this kind of program, if we continue to have this kind of program, definitely the participants, they will improve. It's a great learning opportunity for all the participants. And I'm impressed with the kind of enthusiasm they have shown and with the kind of performance. Definitely, they will go a long way. My best wishes to all the participants. And regarding the polling, I believe, this is not only for me, I think this is for all the participants who are attending the session. So that will be calculated. And what else can I say? I can only say that Ma should continue this. This should not be confined to just 1 or 2 programs in a month. I think there should be more programs of such nature. And this will definitely boost their confidence. And the way I see Tehmina Sheikh today speaking as a host. So it's really, wonderful to see all the participants, all those students of Maxwell who enrolled themselves in different programs of Maxwell. And they making appearances here, they performing. So it's a good feeling, definitely. And I just wish them success. I wish them all the luck. May they succeed in whatever they do in life. Thank you very much.
Sir,
Thank you
all
very much.
credit goes to you, sir. I must say that.
I don't know what to say, Tamina. Credit certainly goes to you all, because I know that you all work in the right, you all are working in the right direction. And if one works in the right direction, definitely success is theirs. So I'm happy, I'm glad that you all are serious about your profession, about what you have decided to do in your lives. So that is what makes a person successful. If you know what is the right objective, where you need to go, okay? So then definitely you will be successful. But if you do not know, if you are confused, you remain in a confused state of mind, then of course, that is a hindrance. And I want all of you to be sure of what you do, of what you pursue, okay? And that is a very positive thing. I'm very happy, very glad that, mashallah, participants who have enrolled at Maxwell, they are very focused and they know what they have to do in their lives. All the very best to all of you. Thank you very much. And yes, I would definitely like to say a few words for Brother Jamshed and Brother Wasim Amin. I have simply no words to say for them. Their tireless efforts, what they are doing for Ma, that is incredible. I do not know. I have simply no words to thank them. Excellent going, and the way they are organizing these programs, I'm very sure that with these people, the kind of people Engineer Jamshed Ahmed Khan and Wasim Amin are, they will take Maxwell to, it will go to great heights. It will achieve great heights, inshallah. So they are working very hard, and I'm really impressed with their dedication and with their efforts. So thank you very much, Engineer Jamshed Ahmed Khan and Mr. Wasim Amin Saab. Thank you so much. And of course, all the members of MOP. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable feedback. In fact, this has happened because of your encouragement and because of your blessings. Moreover, our members are also cooperative, and our President Saab is doing a great job. Now it's time for vote of thanks, for which I would like to introduce Mrs. Kanis Fatima from Jharkhand. Currently, she is pursuing graduation in English honors from IGNOU. Inshallah, she will join in an upcoming leadership program organized by Maxwell. Over to Mrs. Kanis Fatima for vote of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. A warm and graceful good evening to our most valued guest, Event Management Committee, Maxwell Alimony Association, members, speakers, audience, and my dear friends. I deem it a great privilege and honor to propose the vote of thanks on this informative event. First of all, I would like to start out by praising and giving glory to the Almighty for making today's program a resounding success. Today, indeed, we have had a great deal and are very much indebted to all the speakers who have shed light on different topics and for giving an excellent information and also for demonstration. I thank them all from the bottom of my heart. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation to Engineer Wasim Amin, President, who spared his valuable time and grace occasion. Thanks for the right logistic support and guidance for this event. My sincere thanks to our beloved mentor, Dr. Sohail Ahmed. I would like to thank team leader for this session and host Mr. Amina Sheikh. We are fortunate enough to be backed up by a team of very proactive and dedicated members who are well versed in their jobs. I also extend thanks to Muhammad Rafi, who did the wonderful job of time monitoring, as time is very crucial in today's fast-growing world. And thanks to Ms. Zeenat for delivering welcome speech. I extend heartfelt thanks to our event team leader and co-host Engineer Jamshed Ahmed Khan for his efforts toward organizing such a memorable program. I should also express my heartfelt gratitude to all the participants who found time to join the session and ensure that this program become a success. Finally, I leave with a quote by our beloved Prophet: God, his angel, and all those on heaven and on earth, even in the seas and fish in the water, call down the blessings to who instructs others in beneficial ones. Once again, I would like to thank you all for your attention. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Thank you, Ms. Kanis Fatima, for your vote of thanks speech for this session. So we have come to the end of this session. So Wasim bhai, you have anything to say?
No, it's okay. Let us conclude. I will end the speech, end the session if everyone permits me.
Okay, Wasim.
Shall I go ahead? Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Any concerns from anyone? You can please share here. Any concerns, or you want to suggest some improvements?
It was wonderful session.
Thank you so much. So let me conclude. Let me end the session now.